Shalom, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Salutations to the brothers out there that are laboring and pushing this truth in truth and in sincerity and in charity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To you I say shalom. To the Akim and to the Akwaf, that'll be you brothers and sisters. Adawan Ratazah, that is to say, Lord willing, hopefully by the end of this lesson, you be edified. This is your brother Amawan Ibad, back again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, to feed the lambs of Yahweh Yahweh Shai as commanded. And don't really have a title for this lesson today, but it's all through the spirit, you know. You know, we are commanded to feed the sheep, as the Lord told Peter, feed my sheep, you know. And yeah, we in these times where you have to feed the sheep, you know. The book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17 says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. So we have to warn you, you know. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on in the earth, man. You know, a whole lot of things is happening. You know, you have South Beach. They call for a state of emergency on South Beach, right? And everybody was out there just living it up, partying, till the cops come and pepper sprayed them and start running them off the beach. They gave them a set curfew, set time to leave the beach, and an hour or so later after that time, everybody was still there gathered up, don't want to leave, you know, don't want to leave. So the cops start pepper spraying them and, you know, tear gassing and all this other kind of stuff, right? So you see, you got to be careful out here, man. A lot of people just praying for things to go back to normal, which is not going to happen. All right? What they would be doing is going against the word of the Lord. All right? That's what they would be doing. They would be going against the word of the Lord. The scripture tells you, say, and when they think it's peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. All right? As upon a woman in travail with child, and they shall not escape. All right? But I'm gonna come out with this scripture here. This is the book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 2. It says, Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Okay? Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. And that's what these people trying to do. They trying to be in mirth. They trying to live it up. They trying to be happy. You know, they feel like they being locked down too long. They feel like the pandemic or the plandemic, whatever you want to call it, they feel like it's been going on too long. So they want to get out and party, not knowing we're living in a time of great judgment. Okay, so Exodus 23 and verse 2, it says, Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Okay? Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. So hey, word of advice, man. You got to be careful out here. Not everywhere where you see people gather up means you gotta be. Alright? Not everywhere where you see people gather up means you gotta be. You don't gotta be there, man. Because a lot of things gonna be happening. You know, they saw a lot of fights on South Beach. People fighting, people brawling. You know, then what happens when they start shooting? A lot of times they start shooting and innocent people get shot. Bullets don't have no eyes. Alright, so if you want to be out here partying and living it up, just remember, we're living in a time of great judgment. Okay? Scriptures tell you, 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1, and this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Okay? And we in those times. And it also tells you in the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12 that because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see what happened in Atlanta? Okay? To those Asian Americans. 8 people shot dead. Right? I'm sure there's 8 people shot and 6 died. I stand to be corrected. But at the same time, it's the love of many is waxing cold. So you got to be careful out here in these streets. And you got to ask yourself, you got to consider if the streets is where you want to be. You got to consider the Most High, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, for a hedge of protection. You know? Because we living in some serious times, man. There's no doubt about it. Yesterday I woke up, I heard my wife in the living room crying, and I get up and ask her what happened. A supervisor leaped off with a 95 and jumped to her death. Okay? I had my wife out there crying, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I get up, and I went out there, you know. By the time I was coming to her, I was asking her what happened. While I was coming to her, she was walking towards me, you know. And I ended up consoling her. She was crying and stuff like that. And she started to tell me what happened. You know, her supervisor got into an accident. She got into an accident, and after the accident, she jumped off of the bridge. She decided to jump off of the bridge. We don't know the full story, but it seems like she had a lot going on. She was being stressed with the job, you know, other things going on in her life, then the accident. But it was just, who knows the exact reason why she jumped off of the bridge, but she jumped off of the bridge. After the accident, she just went and jumped off of the bridge. So the Spirit lead her to do that. It's like, hey, all of these things are scriptural, man. They'll be Spirit created for vengeance. Okay? So you gotta be careful out here, man. As a matter of fact, let me get that scripture real quick. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 39 and verse 28. Ecclesiasticus 39, sorry. 39 and verse 28. And it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Okay? Now, same thing we're talking about, you know, being out and being out in the club, being out everywhere, just being a busybody for no reason. You ain't taking the time to serve the Lord. You ain't seeking the Lord. You just want to be everywhere, up and about, all up in people's faces, everywhere, partying, drinking all over the place, just living it up. Not a thought of the Most High. Okay? So, hey, we're living in a time of great judgment, remember. So I'm reading it. It says, Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach, in the Apocrypha, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, okay, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay, that's talking about the Lord. Okay, the Lord is the father of spirits. So the supervisor, she jumped off of the bridges. Her spirit led her to do that. Ain't nobody threw her over. She jumped over. Okay? So hey, telling you, man, we're living in a time of great judgment, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that scripture. As you know, this is in transit. I'm approaching work, and the time is it's close to the time that I gotta be inside. So I'm gonna have to start wrapping it up. I'm gonna get this scripture that comes to mind. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 5. Let's get that. The book of Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. Salaki, I'm going through security here. Work with me real quick. Salakia. Hey, come on, how you doing? All right. Salakia. 1 second. 1 second. Where is this thing, man? Where is this? Salakia, give me 1 second. I can bring out one more scripture and I'm going to start to close it down. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5, it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning do he bring it. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So, see, every morning does he bring his judgment to light. Okay? So, yeah. Every morning you look around, something happened. You know, somebody in a crash, some accident, some shooting. You hear about overnight. In the morning you would hear about it. Early in the morning, you know, judgment go forward, man. All right? It's no going around it, man. It's no going around it at all. I have another scripture that comes to mind. If I could find it real quick. In the book of Amos chapter 5. If I could find it real quick and then I'll get ready to close out. It says, Amos chapter 5 and verse 24. It says, but let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. Okay? But let judgment run down as waters. So that's it. We're living in a time of great judgment, man. You got to get that in your head and consider the Lord. Okay? Because you're gonna need Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai for a hedge of protection, man. The scripture tells us that the angel of the Lord encampeth round about those that fear him and delivereth them. Okay? That's the book of Psalms 34 verse 7. So I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you were edified. I'm going to go ahead and give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Salutations to the brothers out there that are laboring and pushing this truth in truth and in sincerity and in charity and risking their lives and their freedom to do so. All right? Until the next time, Adawan Ratazah, that is to say, Lord willing, I'm going to say, Shalom.